What's up guys, I'm Behrad. Welcome to episode 4 of our S13 1JZ swap series. In this video, we're going to talk about how you can simplify your 1JZ before you throw it into your car. All right guys, so we're gonna start with removing the fuel dampener, which is right here, this guy right there. We're also gonna remove the VSV right here, the second VSV back here, the associated vacuum lines, and we're actually gonna remove the power steering line, the hard line with the banjo bolt, and the sensor for that as well. All right, so if you guys are new to my channel, this here is our JZ swap series that we're doing for my S13, and this is episode 4. So if you haven't seen episodes 1, 2, and 3, make sure you go back and watch them. Go down below, leave a like, hit subscribe, stay tuned for all the rest of this content because this build series is gonna be pretty awesome, and once we get it in the car, it's gonna get rowdy. So you guys are gonna wanna stick around. So I've already removed the motor mount on this side, which is one of the other things that's kind of in the way. So now we're gonna move this bracket. This here is the fuel dampener. You can see it's got 2 fuel lines, feed, and this one goes up to the fuel rail right here. We're gonna actually delete this and run our fuel pressure regulator. Once you got the fuel dampener unbolted from the block, you're gonna notice the line runs up here and it goes to the back of the fuel rail. Another 17 mil right here that we're gonna break off. All right, next we're gonna remove this VSV right here, which has a vacuum line that goes up here to the intake manifold. So it's just a 10 mil right here. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect this from the vacuum line right here. Now, this vacuum line is gonna be a good vacuum source if you're gonna run like a boost gauge or something, so we're gonna leave this on here. All right, this is the second one that we're gonna remove. It also has 1 vacuum line and then 2 10mm bolts in the back. We're gonna now take the bracket off from right here so we can just disconnect the entire hard line altogether. Okay, the last thing we're gonna remove is the banjo bolt for the power steering line. There's a hard line that comes with the power steering, which we're not gonna be able to use. So we're gonna take this banjo out and then basically we'll be able to undo all this and take this plug off as well. Might be a little messy. Not too bad. Oh. So one other thing that a lot of people delete is the oil filter housing, and what that does is allows you to run like an oil cooler, external oil filter relocation kit and things like that. I'm not gonna do all that right now, maybe down the road I will, but the stock one works perfectly fine, and it actually has a built-in oil cooler as well. We're gonna go ahead and keep this on the engine for now, and it should work just fine. All right guys, so that's all there is to simplifying this side of the JZ. Let's take a look and see how much space that opened up. So we have a lot more work to do in the engine bay. I'm getting it ready for paint, got to paint the tube front and everything as well. And I took off a bunch of front suspension that I refreshed and got cleaned up to go back in. I want everything to look really nice once we get this engine in there, so putting in the extra work right now. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. Make sure you go down below, hit subscribe, like the videos, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of the 1JZ S13 swap series. Peace.